Alrighty. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the midweek technical analysis. Before I jump into the analysis, let me give a quick disclaimer. This is not financial advice. Anything that I shared during this call is for educational purposes only. I repeat, this is not financial advice. Anything that I share during this call and on this analysis is for educational purposes only. This is not financial advice. All right, cool beans, cool beans. Well, guys, well. So I had a realization today that I married my beginning of the week analysis, and I didn't want to accept the fact that, you know, my analysis was just I was just on the wrong side of price in the beginning of the week this week. Um, Looking at the dollar, I told you guys on the pre-week analysis, in the beginning of the week analysis, that I expected to see the dollar open up bearish, right? I wanted to see us open up bearish Monday and pull down and run these weekly PD arrays, specifically the 62% and the 79% levels. And I also pointed out the bottom of this daily volume imbalance that we see shaded in the pinkish red shade. Um, and I told you guys that I wanted to see us open up Monday, right? Run those PD arrays, come down to the bottom of that daily volume imbalance. And I said possibly the weekly sell side liquidity. I would allot for that, right? And I wanted to see that happen Monday. I wanted to see all of that happen Monday, right? And then I wanted to see us close above those levels on Tuesday, right? And start to shoot higher. I wanted to see price start to move to the upside quickly and aggressively. But as you can see, we did not get that Tuesday. Instead, price continued lower. So instead of us opening up bearish Monday, we opened up bullish, right? We pushed up into Friday's PD array, right? Which I did not call for that. I did not. I wasn't expecting to see that. I wanted to see price come to the downside, right? That was my analysis. And so I wanted to see us open up bearish Monday and then shoot higher Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and the rest of the week because long term overall, I'm bullish the dollar, right? And so, with that being said, we know that I wanted to see currencies open up bearish, right? Um, I'm sorry, I wanted to see currencies open up bullish, right? And I wanted to see us push higher Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right? Um, I'm all over the place. Forgive me. So I wanted to see the dollar open up bullish Monday, meaning vice versa. I wanted to see currencies open up bearish, right? In the same way, I wanted to see the dollar start pushing bullish on Tuesday. On Tuesday, I wanted to see us start pushing bullish on the dollar, right? Vice versa, I wanted to see currencies start to push lower on Tuesday, right? So let's go to our currency pair and then take a look at how markets open this. So looking at currencies Monday, um, we did open up bearish, right? We opened up bearish. And I'm sorry, guys. I got distracted for a second. We opened up bearish, right? And Tuesday we started pushing up, right? So we were in line for my analysis on Euro USD. right, to open up the week. But here's where things started to turn against me. So when we got up into these PD arrays, right, as I expected the dollar to start pushing bullish off of its discount arrays to the downside, right? I expected Euro USD to start pushing bearish off of its weekly PD arrays to the downside. But as you can see, um, we blew right through that 62% weekly PD array. We ran through the 79% today, right? But we did close below it. But as you can see, price opening up bullish now. So moving forward for the rest of the week, keep in mind that tomorrow is a reversal day, right? Typically Thursdays are reversal days um, for a trending market, right? And so we could very well see Euro USD pull back down into today's discount arrays, daily discount arrays, right? Um, Along with that 62% weekly PD array that we just broke through right here, right? Both of those levels are sitting right on top of each other. So we could see price pull back down to those levels. We do have CPI tomorrow and then pop up. Or what I'm thinking we may see tomorrow for CPI, high impact news drivers, right? We could see price for the high impact news driver. We could see price run up, run that weekly PD array. I'm sorry, run this weekly buy side liquidity, right? And then just tank lower, right? To come back down, run that yearly low again, and continue lower, right? We could very easily see that. Or they could save that for next week, right? We could just see tomorrow CPI could push us down to retest the daily PD array and 62% weekly PD array, discount arrays, right? And then for the rest of the week, continue to just wind higher up to run that 70 that weekly buy side liquidity to close out the trading week, right? So you want to be nimble. You don't want to marry your trades like I did this week. I think because I've been so hot and so on fire here lately that I was taken aback by the markets not going in my favor in the beginning of the week, right? Because I definitely wanted to see price sell off of these weekly PD arrays, and I did not get it. So I am on the sideline for the rest of the week because I'm seasoned enough to know you're when you start marrying trades and your head isn't in the game and you're not able to, be nimble and get on the right side of the market and you're trying to force trades, that's not a good time for you to be trading. So I'll just be tape reading for the rest of the week and seeing what price action gives us throughout the rest of the week. So besides tape reading and back testing, I will be on the sidelines for the rest of the week. However, I am going to give you guys my analysis um, because I'm right more than wrong. And so not gonna let, one bad week deter me from sticking to my system and calling order flow or price action, should I say. So with that being said, for the rest of the week, I do expect us to continue this trend higher. Like I said, tomorrow is typically a reversal day. So if things go as they typically go, I expect Euro USD to pull back down into the daily discount a raise from today's price range and continue higher. Um, Tomorrow PM session and the rest of Friday. So that's what I'm expecting out of Euro USD. Same thing with GBP USD. I expect us to continue higher, but tomorrow, I expect us to get a pullback down into today's discount range, discount PD array from today's trading range, right? And continue higher for the rest of the week. Um, NZD USD has been out of sync with Euro and the pound, so I expect us to pull higher up into today's premium PD arrays and continue lower um, to come down and retest maybe the weekly PD array for NZD USD. Now for the real sauce. So futures is inversely correlated with the dollar, and I was bullish the dollar to open up the week, so that means I was bearish on futures to open up the week, right? I wanted to see us open up and retest these weekly PD arrays, right? But then I told you guys that I expected us to go lower, right? This week, I wanted to see us um come down and sweep this sell side liquidity right here, right? That's what I was expecting. And once we got up to these weekly PD arrays Monday, you can see we blew right through them. The 69 and the 79% weekly PD array Monday. And I did expect us to sell off of those levels. I expected us to come up to the weekly PD array, the 79% weekly PD array, but I did expect a big reaction to the downside off of those levels because I expected the dollar to continue higher. Um, Tuesday and today. I wanted to see the dollar bullish yesterday and today, right? So I wanted to see the dollar open up Monday bearish, right? Go down into those weekly PD arrays, and then Tuesday, Wednesday start to show bullish price action and to the upside, right? But as you can see on DXY for yesterday and today, price was still bullish for those days as well. I mean, still bearish for those days as well. The price did not turn bullish. And so, um, looking at S&P 500, right? We continue higher Tuesday and Wednesday, right? Continue higher. Blew right through those weekly PD arrays, right? And Tuesday. So looking back at Tuesday, this is when I should have adjusted my analysis and got on the right side of price action, right? Because I see that my analysis was invalidated right here, right? Once we once we pushed through those levels aggressively like that and closed above that 79%, right? I should have my analysis was invalidated right there, right? I should have got on the right side of the market and at least aimed for buy side liquidity as my next point of interest, right? But for whatever reason, my mind being in, other places or focused on, other things in my life that I got going on right now, personal matters or whatever the case may be. For some reason, my mind wasn't in the game, wasn't focused the way it should have been on my trading. And so that happens. That happens to everyone. That happens to day traders, long-term traders, long-term investors. It happens in everyday life with things outside of trading. Your head is just isn't in the game. And so that's how I went on tilt, how I went on tilt Monday, right? And still tried to force my analysis on the marketplace, and the marketplace just wasn't having it. So, with that being said, seeing because yeah, I definitely didn't have price coming back up to this monthly sell side liquidity. Now, if you look back at the call, I did say that we could potentially reach up to that, but that wasn't the side of the market I was leaning toward. I was leaning towards this being a bearish week for futures. And that was my analysis. And so my analysis was wrong, and we continue higher. And I expect us to reverse, well, pull back tomorrow because, as I said, Thursdays are typically reversal days. So I expect us to pull back tomorrow, but I do expect us to continue higher to close the week. I'm looking at these monthly PD arrays that we have here from last month's price range. We have the 62% monthly premium PD array here and the 79% here, right? And I'm thinking that that's where price is being drawn to, right? Because this is a lot of aggressive, bullish order flow that we've seen delivered this week. So I'm thinking that's probably what price is being drawn to. And yeah, they're reaching for this liquidity sitting at these levels. You can see we're currently inside of a weekly fair value gap. That's what this is right here. Daily fair value gap here, right? And then another fair value gap here. If we go to the weekly time frame, you'll see that makes one big fair value gap, which is from this high to this low, right? So we're within that weekly fair value gap now. And as you can see, those monthly PD arrays is sitting right there within that fair value gap and right above that fair value gap. So I could see price being drawn up to at least the 62% of that monthly um, premium PD array. And then we could potentially see a big reaction there for price to sell off from there and continue lower. Because as you can clearly see, we are in a downtrend for futures, right? We've been in this downtrend since July. So, yeah, let's see how price plays out. And as I said, I am tape reading for the rest of the week. I won't be in the live markets, but I will be tape reading and I will be sending out updates. So that's what we have for ES. And NQ, same thing. We already broke above the monthly premium array for EQ. So I expect us to run that weekly buy side liquidity from September the 18th, right? I expect us to run that and run up into this daily fair value gap that we see right here, right? And if we get up in there, I don't see why they wouldn't just go ahead and run that liquidity sitting at that monthly 79% premium PD array. So pretty sure it's some highs. Oh yeah, liquidity right there, that liquidity. So yeah, they probably would definitely run that up into this imbalance that we see right here in the form of a SIGI, sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. as coined by the one and only Michael Hudson. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at out of futures. And that's what I expect out of price action for the rest of the week, ladies and gentlemen. So as you can see, this week's been a rocky week for me personally, but I wanted to share that with you guys. You know, I could have easily said class canceled tonight. I'm not sharing anything. I'm not gonna, be transparent with you guys, with the guys who take time out of their days to engage my content, comment, ask questions and follow my content. So I wanted to be as transparent as possible with you guys, let you guys know that even for a 6, 7 year veteran such as myself, I am still a baby when it comes to the overall mastery of these financial markets, right? So it takes a lifetime to master these markets. And I'm here for the long haul. So, as always, I appreciate you guys for tuning in and coming out, engaging my content, getting this knowledge and empowering yourselves. Um, take these lessons with you tonight and know that this is definitely not a relay race. This is a marathon. This is not something that you're gonna master within um a month's time, a year's time, or maybe even a few years' time. Mastery doesn't come in a few years' time. Mastery, true mastery, sometimes take decades or even longer. And for this to be one of the hardest, if not the hardest skill set to master in the world, it's definitely going to take more than a few months or a few years for you to master this skill set. So I know and understand that, and I put myself out there because I am definitely here for the long run and the long haul, and I'm committed. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's analysis. Um, if you are gaining any value, any wisdom, any value at all whatsoever from these reviews and these analysis, please like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out a lot. And I'll see you guys on the other side. With that being said, let your family and friends know you love them while they still here. Please. And as always, peace and love, everybody. You know.